just happened to get it on video, but that was a baby, tiny little baby that just went running out of this hayfield. I've never run into baby deer in our hayfield. I've seen beds, I've kicked rabbits out, and I thought it was a rabbit at first, but then I looked at it, I'm like, that's too big to be a rabbit. This hay is so thick this year. I mean, you can just see how thick this is. Look at this. This is awesome. Yes, I know there's weeds, and I know you guys are like, oh my gosh, look at all the weeds. But the thickness is what I'm looking for right now. See how thick this is? Put your guesses in the comments down below. Do you think I'm going to find another baby deer in this hayfield? And more to the point, do you think I'm accidentally going to chop up a baby deer in this hayfield? Put your guesses down below. Watch the end of the video, and hopefully nothing gets mutilated. But I mean, look how thick this is. I cannot even walk through it without just mushing it down. This is fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic.
Let's try spinning.
Just hold still, Bob. I think they're looking for the baby. I hope that was their baby. I can't believe they would just leave the baby here. Why would they just leave the baby and not take it with them? So this is me trying to get the stupid thing on without breaking my camera. But it just doesn't want to go. As far as I can talk. I'm trying to get this thing in. So I need like 3 hands to do this. You'll never see me fight with one as bad as you see me fight with this one. Ah, got it. It just, for whatever reason, just sticks. Yeah, we seem to have a bad habit of losing stuff in this field. Yeah, this is not good. So, now it's really broken. I don't know what to do. Somewhere out here, there's probably a giant pin. I guess the pin that goes up here, I'm missing this. Which is kind of strange because this isn't one that's normally loose. Now, I actually did take the forks off today because I didn't want them clanking around and I didn't want this happening. So, it just started like right up here somewhere. Shoot. It's just like my sunglasses. It's gone. I mean, a pin that size, there's no way you're gonna be able to find it out here. I have a feeling it's actually probably underneath right here. Would be my guess, since that's kind of where I started. But I don't know. I don't know when it actually fell out. This is just kind of crappy. I really don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to put the camera down and go look for my pin and figure this out quick. Alright, so amazingly, I did find the pin. Where'd it go? Right here. So I put it in, but I can't connect this into it because it's not lining up correctly. So I'll probably have to have Eric's help because this thing's pretty stinking heavy. And then this one is just chilling out here. He's not gonna go anywhere. So I had to dig through like a whole row of grass back there just to find it. But when I was sitting here thinking about this guy, I'm like, oh, I should go cut some rope and tie him up. Ah, dang. Where'd my pocket knife go? I lost my pocket knife. It was on my pocket. It's just gone. I don't know how it would have just fallen off. I've never had it fall off. The only other thing I can think of is that when I was using it for the hay cutter, when I was tying up the rope right there, maybe I set it on something and knocked it off? But that's just weird. I always stick it back on my pocket. I don't know, it must be from the jumping on and off of the tractor, but my pocket knife is gone. I'm so mad. I can't win today. But at least I found the pin, so at least we can get that fixed. On to more cutting. Alright, so somebody decided to run the baler for me yesterday to do me a favor because I was quote unquote way too stressed and needed to stop. So I was not a happy camper yesterday at all. It was a delightful day yesterday. Just every possible thing that could go wrong did go wrong, except that I didn't blow a tire. So now I'm stuck doing this again today. I had to fix the baler because somebody snapped the shear pin on that yesterday. Anyhow, there's apparently a giant wedge of hay stuck in here that I'm also going to have to pull out. And in order to finish this field, I'm gonna have to detach the basket and just use the baler. Now I do have the journey with a trailer on the back, so I have to collect the bales by hand, which really sucks because there's a thunderstorm coming now. This really sucks. And I've been trying to get out to this field sooner, but just anything that can go wrong will go wrong. All right, Mom's got to get going. We're gonna have a thunderstorm here in just a little bit, so. Oh gosh. It's gonna be a long day today. All right, so I did manage to pull all the front out, and I mangled a couple bales, I'm sure, from being stuffed like that. But there's one thing that I didn't even think about after I started trying to rebale was this. I don't know if these are called dogs or plungers or what they are, but they're the things that scoop the hay up from underneath. There's 3 of them here. 1, 2, 3. All 3 of them were packed, wedged tight full of grass. And I can't even pull this out. Even if I pulled super hard. I mean, it's wedged in there. And I've been cutting and cutting and cutting for 20 minutes. I've been cutting all these things out. But it's just so tightly wound in there. I can't get it out. I don't know if you can reverse your baler or not. I'm pretty sure you can't. So I'm stuck just trying to cut it out. Fortunately, I've got this curved knife, which is really helpful. Of course, it's going dull too. Man, what a nightmare. What a freaking nightmare. And it already started raining. I know we've got more rain coming. I am tied up. I can't do anything until I get this thing out. Alright, let's get to work. Alright, so I managed to get this cleaned off. I cut most of it as much as I could. I ran the PTO at a really low RPM. Then I turned it off, and then I basically rotated the pile the opposite direction, and then it slowly came off. So I think we are now fixed. Man, there's like grass wedged in there. Yikes. Like that. But as much as I wish I could be ready to roll and get this whole thing knocked out, I am almost out of diesel fuel. Go figure. Now, I did fill up before I left. So that's the crappy part, is that normally I have no problem running the entire field, 2 fields, and making it back home with plenty of diesel fuel to spare. So I am a bit surprised that I am so low on diesel fuel, but I think it's because it took so stinking long to get the field baled yesterday, and now I'm crap out of luck. All right, we are back to square one again. I started taking it through this windrow just a little bit, and boom, instant clog. And these 3 arms packed up full of hay again. Except it was worse this time. I'm thinking that the timing must have gotten thrown off on these guys when it got jammed the first time. So that's why they keep clogging up, because they're not clearing themselves. So the other thing that happened was the shear pin on here got sheared clean off. So now Eric actually came by and he took the chain off, and a couple wrenches up there. So after we worked again to clear all the stinking hay off from it, it's raining again. So I just pretty much want to crawl under a rock right now and then just wish that this weekend never happens. Yeah, I can fix that. I can get it fixed. I can get this thing working, but I don't have the time to fix that and get this baled and get the stuff at our house baled. I'm out of time. I am crap out of time. This is real farming. This is not fluff YouTube world. So yeah, it's coming off negative, but this is reality. If you don't want reality, then I don't know, go watch some little kittens and puppies. This is not it. This is real farming, real life, crap happening. Many choice words that I am not saying right now. Yeah, I think I should have finished my food first. I'm gonna have to eat with a napkin now. So this is actually a great job for women because we've got smaller hands usually, and they can get our hands right back in there. So once you get the bolt in here, you can actually turn this into a better reaching position by rotating this. See? Just by turning that by hand. Make sure everything's off. So now I can go through and tighten it. Here's my wrench. So I can't videotape this and tighten this at the same time. So I'm just gonna reach my hand back and hand tighten it. I don't think it has to be super duper crazy tight. Today's episode of WTFarm Girl, we work on fixing the baler. Alright, so to get this chain off here, Eric actually loosened this nut and slid this gear up. So he was able to take the tension off from this. But the problem is I can put this back on there just fine, but I want to make sure that before I do that, that I have the timing right. Fortunately, there is a little help sheet on here. I do have a baler manual at home. It goes to the old baler, the 275. This is the 575. But from what I was able to research, they never made a new manual for newer balers. They just used the same old one. So, anyhow, I don't have the manual with me, and I'm hoping this should be sufficient. But, everything is very specific, 70 mm to 82 mm. I don't have anything to check the adjustment on this. I'm thinking that what happened was the timing on this is all off. After Eric jammed it full of hay, I think it just exploded the timing and everything was thrown out of whack. Subsequently, as the plunger arms were coming down, instead of them getting cleaned off by each other, they were picking up hay and packing it in themselves. So this would be one of the plunger arms right here. With the plunger straight down, the other one, I guess, is straight up, and then this thing is straight up. Straight out? Yep. He's pretty much straight out. And then I was talking about something else over here. So let's see. Anyway, so first rotor to packer fork timing. So let's see.
I didn't be thirsty.
So this guy's there and that guy's there. I can't keep him down very good. So when he comes forward, the other guy's supposed to come. Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie. That chain right here, this was a heck of a beast to try to get on. I mean, I am just like covered in grease. I guess I should have waited until they were all in the right position. Sorry. So this isn't gonna work because this guy right here is not in the right position with that guy. So, but that also means I think I'm gonna have to take that chain off again. Dang it. So pretty much I have to get this dude over here and that dude over here, just like on this picture right here. So it says From this point to this point, it should be about 2.75 inches. I don't have any way to measure that, or 3.25. So I can pretty well eyeball that and be pretty close. That's a pretty good range. I'm not sure what those numbers are right there, but I have to get this guy. This guy will not stay put. So every time I turn him, he falls backwards. See how he's hanging out back there? Now at this point, if I turn him, it's gonna make him turn too, because now he's connected. This is his little sprocket deal right here. 1, 2, 3 for the 3 sprocket arms. Alright, so I'll take this off quick and then we will work some more on it. It was so hard to get this thing on, now I gotta take it off again. Ha! I did it! Alright, now that I'm recovered, wonder, these guys don't want to turn at all. So I think first I'm gonna line this guy up right here, then work on this guy. This guy's a little easier to turn than that guy. Now to keep the plunger in place, I have a massive block of wood behind the gears back there so it doesn't keep falling down. I'll show you in a minute here. All right, let me show you real quick here. Okay, that might be a little bit better. Oh shoot, my battery's almost dead. So that might be about 3. Oh shoot, I just rotated it. 3.75 inches. Now I gotta fix it again. And my battery's dying. Great. Real quick, before my battery dies again, I got this back on. I got the little arms timed out as best as I could. The block of wood I had right here. And when these arms here were up, I actually had them wedged down in there so that they couldn't fall back down. So let's get this started and see what we can do. I can probably close this back up again. I don't know, Eric opened it back up to look at it. Hey, I mean, this thing was so bound up with hay that this whole inside was stuffed with hay too. It's definitely really dusty. So you can see how this operates, how these arms flip all the way around. Now I'm basing my timing off watching these arms. And if you watch, just before this arm right here hits the top, the second arm comes down and grabs it. So they're basically handing the hay off to each other. So I think my timing is good. Well, I got everything fixed. And then this happened. The needle arm snapped right here. I don't know how. Maybe the timing is off and the needle snapped because of that, or I don't know. I don't know. This side's been giving us issue the whole time. I am noticing that there is some wear and tear right here. There's red paint on here and it's a lot of scrapes, so that tells me that it's hitting something up here. I can't bale any more hay, and this whole row is a complete loss. Everything at the barn is a complete loss. Everything still on the field at the house is a complete loss. But I don't know at what point the needle plunger snapped. All I know is that I am now screwed. And again, yeah, it's not like it's thousands of dollars like most hay farmers, but I think my time is worth as much as anyone else's. It just takes me a little bit longer, but I mean, it's just a complete loss. It's just so frustrating. I mean, I fixed so many things on this thing. So much stuff. I didn't even show you how bad the knotter was knotted up. And then when you fix everything and then it just explodes and then that's it. You're just completely screwed. Just great ending to a great week. At least I had one good day baling, but